Hi, I'm Glenn with Home of the Brave Tours, Home of the Brave Museum. I'm going to show you an example of some of the treasures that we receive on a regular basis from World War II veterans and their families. As these fellows have come on the tour over the past 20 years or so. We started back in 1991, and their families, or even the World War II veterans, send us their memorabilia, whether it be photographs, uniforms, patches, badges, and that's how this collection continues to grow, and it's our goal to keep these stories alive, these guys that gave so much for us. A good example is this. I just opened this up. It says pictures belong to Anthony Slezak, who died October 2003. The family didn't know what to do with them, so they sent it to Home of the Brave. Here's a photo of, must be Anthony. He was a, looks like he was a sailor. And fascinating stuff in here. These are actually old photographs of his family. Family photos back in the early 1900s or even late 1800s. Nothing to do with World War II history, but some neat stuff nonetheless. Let's take a look at what else he's got in here. Republic of Panama, the Panama Canal. He must have gone through the canal. Now, I actually was breezing through here earlier, and I saw he's got a notebook. This is from Glasgow, over in the United Kingdom. Spent some time over there. And Guadalcanal, he's actually over in Guadalcanal. He spent some time in both the European and Pacific campaign. And these are some unbelievable photos, actually, of his time in the military, and some, looks like military, the war's greatest photographs that traces some of the fighting of our Marines throughout the Pacific. Guadalcanal, Tulagi, Eniwetok. So just a plethora of photographs that we'll go through and catalog. And then he's also got, what is this here? Some of this stuff is actually falling apart. The Brown Log. Liberty ship, the SS-1 Flaco Brown, 1945. So this is actually the ship's log, it looks like. I believe he was on either troop transport, bringing supplies across the North Atlantic as well as throughout the Pacific. Photographs, and it looks like 1945 is when he went over to the Pacific. So there are some unreal photos of this. Looks like Occupation Forces Japan, 1945-46, right after World War II. And there was a cool photo in here. Let's see if I can find it. I don't have anyone to focus in on. Some geisha girls here, or geisha. And check this one out here. This is really cool. The gal holding the American flag. What is this? 1943 U.S. Naval Training Station, Great Lakes. So this was where he probably, when he enlisted or he was drafted, went into the Navy, training at the Great Lakes, 1943. That must be his class photo. And I don't know if that's an Army guy, maybe a brother or something. And there's a whole nother box here. Let's take a look what we've got here. Notebook. Oh, this was the thing that I was looking at earlier. It starts off, goes all the way through 1946. It traces his start in the military. Received induction papers on February 27th, 1943. And as you read through it, here's a play-by-play of what this kid at the time did, all the way through the Atlantic, through to England. And what's the last? The last writing was here, July 13, 1946. July 13, 1946, received telegram on July 7, 1946, to report back to Great Lakes for discharge. Discharged from the U.S. Navy on July 9, 1946, after spending 3 years and 4 months. in the United States Navy. So some fascinating stories in here as well. Gunners get glory, book on, and there's our Navy guys. Photographs, it says, old photo book, and these are stories, or excuse me, photos, looks like of him as he went across the Atlantic, both the Atlantic and the Pacific. Cool. Neat stuff. So once again, we'll go through that piece by piece and take a look at my days in the service. Here's another photo book. All photos of him in the Navy from 43 to, as he mentioned in the log there, to 46. All different ships. Great stuff. Nice. Oh, these, oh wow. Ooh. Here's an old photo album with the cover off. Oh, he's got photographs from both European, Pacific. Oh, this looks like from England. Oh, these are cool. Here's some pictures. Oh, must be taken on leave at the beaches over in Scotland or England. So anyway, this is just a great example of some of the treasures that we receive from these veterans or their family members after these fellows pass away and they don't know what to do with their World War II memorabilia. It's our goal to keep their stories alive. And so what we'll do is we'll go through all of this piece by piece, and then we'll display it in the museum. And it reminds folks that a grateful nation remembers their service to the country. So we'll see you next time when we get the next round of treasures from our American heroes. Aloha.